You ready?
Yep.
You guys ready? All right.
So, basically,
Hang on.
there's a big pause. What are you doing?
I'm taking a deep breath.
Okay.
I will say, Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter,
I will
welcome
sit
to the
here
show.
and not say anything until you're ready.
Welcome to the Three Gun Show, brought to you by Armalite. This episode is number 125, and I am your host, Dave Hartman. My guest this week is a guy that you've likely seen everywhere on social media, and including NRA TV, Hunter Cayll, a.k.a. Nubs, the no-handed shooter. But before we get into the interview, I want to tell you a couple of cool things. One, you heard me say earlier that this episode is brought to you by Armalite, and I have a special offer for you from Armalite on gear that you can definitely use for 3-gun. People are already taking advantage of it too, which is kind of cool. So you'll hear about it after the interview. Second, we're doing a book club. I've been reading Brian Enos's classic book, Practical Shooting Beyond Fundamentals, with some pals. Lan Wynn, Nick Miller, and Bill Corcoran, all of Team Dissonant Arms, are reading it together with me, and we're going to record a podcast about it that will drop May 10th. Now, a fun thing here, we are going to record the podcast and also live stream it on YouTube Friday, May 5th. So I encourage you to pick up your own copy, which you can do at 3gunshow.com/Enos, E-N-O-S. Read it and join the discussion with us on Cinco de Mayo. So if you're not a reader, you can also listen to it too. They do have an Audible version, which you can get at that same link. It'll be a lot of fun. So join in with us on this, and you can participate in the YouTube chat and tell us your thoughts on it as well. In this podcast, Hunter and I catch up after a brief off-season. If you're not familiar with Hunter's story, it's pretty incredible. He was born without any hands, and he competes at a very high level in 3-gun. You can hear more of his story in the first interview that we did together, which was number 27, and that's 3gunshow.com/episode 27. Now, Hunter and I cover a lot of topics in our quick time together here, including facing burnout during the season, conning your friends into cleaning your rifle for you, and what to expect from a special Nubs edition of the Armalite 3-gun rifle. So enjoy this one with Hunter Cayll. Welcome to the 3-gun show. We are at SHOT Show 2017 in the Armalite booth, and we're sitting here with Hunter Cayll, the Nubs man himself. Welcome, man.
How's it going?
It's going very well.
Thanks for having me here again, buddy.
Dude,
it's always a pleasure.
It is always a pleasure, man. We got to shoot a lot this summer.
Yes, we did.
It was a good time. We
Absolutely.
Shot at the War Sport 3-man 3-gun
and Rocky Mountain
team match.
Yep.
Sire Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
All over the country, dude.
It's the way to do it, buddy.
It is a way to do it. So, how are you enjoying the life of a traveling 3-gunner?
It's got its ups and downs. Sometimes, if you're on a winning streak and everything's going great, gear's going good, then keep sending me to the next match.
Right.
And then, you hit those little downfalls where everything's breaking and nothing's going right and you want to just take a break for a few weeks. But
yeah.
Other than that, I can't complain, buddy. I mean, it's what I do for a living full time, so nowhere else I'd rather be.
So I got to ask you about that. So I've experienced that dip as well.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, I just want to go like hide in the forest for a few weeks and like, take a mental breather and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
How do you power through that? Because you go to the next match.
I have to. I mean, basically, if you shoot open, you have gear problems at some point, whether it's just all kinds of problems sometime or another. So, hardest thing to do is just go the next match and try and power through it, especially when you know your gear's going to be going down, and you try and fix it when you can, but
Jeremy Gresham, everybody.
I basically just do what I can. I'll try and fix it, whether it's ghetto rigged or the legit way, just to get through the next match. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you can't ever give up no matter how bad it's getting. But sometimes I just want to unload something, throw it over a berm, and not even look at a gun for a month or 2 months. But can't do that when this is your full-time job, so you just got to kind of suck it up, do what you can to fix it, and keep moving on. So that's what I usually try and do.
Well, Hunter, I just thought of this. You shoot a ton of ammo, more than anyone that I know at years into it that you're into it,
Yeah.
right? Like you've decided like you're going to commit yourself to this, so you've jumped in full force and you've committed yourself to a ton of ammo. You showed me a way to clean the bolt carrier group that I have never seen before. Yeah, and it was pretty impressive. Do you remember what this was?
I probably just like squirted a bunch of oil on it and said go.
You did that first. You did that first. That's what you did. So it was at Rocky Mountain 3-gun.
Yeah.
That's what you did on day one. And I remember came back to the place where we're at with the RVs and everything. Yeah. You guys are hanging out with Tommy Thacker at the Timmy trailer. Jeremy's there.
And have somebody else clean it?
That's exactly what it was.
That's the way to do it.
I pull up, and you've got your guns out, and you're doing the thing that I know that you do because I've watched you do it multiple times. You're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. This is so hard. I wish I had some help. And then Jeremy's there with his knife, and he's just cleaning your bolt.
Yeah. Jeremy's OCD about that stuff. And I mean,
yeah,
I would trust my wife with these rifles. I've put, with my original 13.5, I put 40,000 through where it almost had 2 inches of barrel erosion down it. Like it would start to group like this just because it was so shot. My proof gun is got 20,000 through it and never had a malfunction. The only 2 malfunctions I've had out of all that ammo was one had a backwards primer on the rifle round, and the other one was not case gauge because it had a split head. Oh. And both ammo malfunctions, both of them.
Right.
And I've actually ended up letting my rifle get to about 8,000, 9,000. And what I do to clean it is I basically just squirt oil in it and say it's clean. So once it usually gets to the point where you can pull it back in the chamber, like where the bolt goes through the little lines or whatever you want to call it, when that starts to disappear and it's just like flush with just gunk and goo, and that's when I'll finally decide to clean it.
And that's when you get Jeremy.
That's when I'll be like, Jeremy, I don't know how to clean this thing. I've never done it before. But that is the right way to do it. You're right. I did tell you that way.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And I was unable to talk Jeremy into cleaning my rifle as well. So unfortunately, I had to do that myself. But that was a technique that I've not seen before.
It's good. It's hard. It's hard to master, but once you master that technique, it's solid.
And hopefully Jeremy won't listen to the show. He will know about your technique. So,
exactly.
So for the folks listening and watching at home, we've got the Armalite 3-gun 13.5. Is that what they call it?
This is basically the 3-gun 13.
3-gun 13. Okay.
Pretty much
why
what
do they call it?
Well, it's 13.5 inches pin and welded, so it achieves the full 16 inches for NFA regulations, all that good stuff. So you don't need a tax stamp for it. This rifle was built from the ground up to race. There's no other. I mean, you can use this rifle for all sorts of things, but it was specifically built for 3-gun competitions, and it was built for your average Joe. It's very affordable rifle for what you get. There's very, very little rifles out there where you could just pick it out of the box, screw in the gas block, tune the comp, and you have a rifle that Greg Jordan would shoot. It's his choice rifle. Me and Greg both, we only shoot for this company. It's a great company to be in, but it's because we truly believe that this is the best product on the market. And it's one we've put tons and tons of time behind to know it, that genuinely believe that is, in our opinion, the best rifle on the market. It's literally a night and day difference for people that pick up this rifle and shoot it when it's not tuned to when it is tuned. We had a PRS shooter yesterday that helps do our social media stuff, which you will meet him shortly. Matt.
Okay.
I was at a media event that Jeremy sent me a bunch of the rifles in Florida. Matt was there. And I had a 3-gun that was full-blown gas, no drilled ports on the comp. And he was like, this is your rifle, shoot. Well, I got behind it, zero it, and I was like, boom! I was like, wow, that's horrible. Boom! I was like, if I honestly felt that gun, I wouldn't buy it with the way it was tuned, like demoing it. So I was like, hey, Matt, check this out. He shot it. He's like, all right, whatever. Tuned it properly right then and there, drilled the comp out, adjusted the gas block properly. He shot it. He's like, oh, my God, that is a completely new rifle. Like he said, I would pay $2,500 for that rifle.
And so what is like the MSRP on a rifle like this?
The MSRP on this rifle is $1,500.
Oh, wow.
I believe.
And so you can probably get that for like $1,300 at Cabela's or something. I don't know. Maybe they do them a little less.
I think usually where you can find them is like 14, but
Mhm.
if you know the right people, you can usually get them for around mid-12.
Oh, wow.
And what's really impressive about that though is aftermarket parts alone, you're looking at almost $1,100.
Right.
And that's just the aftermarket parts. That's the Timney 3-pound single-stage trigger, Ergo palm swell grip, ambidextrous safety, Raptor charging handle, NBA 1 Luth stock, the 12.9-inch handguard, the adjustable gas block, the tunable comp. All those things are basically what you're paying for. You're not even really paying for the upper or lower and the barrel and the parts kit or any of that stuff because it's just it's impressive.
It's all there.
And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this gun is the fact that anybody can go buy it. I mean, I've seen people go buy like a really, really expensive rifles then go buy a Stoeger M3K because they think that's what they needed was a super expensive rifle. I'm not going to say any names or anything, but it's just one of those things where it's like if you buy this gun and you buy like the new Viper PST 1-6 or something like that, just a decent
nice vortex
optic, you have a rifle that the top guys in the industry are using, and you're at like no downfall whatsoever.
Right.
And I run my guns basically stock. Like I don't change anything. The only thing that my rifle is different is I have a shorter buttstock, which is the NBA 4. It's the collapsible version because I got little chicken wing arms. I got pull trigger like this, a bunch of other mumbo jumbo.
So that's like the carbine length
it's the carbine
stock,
length
and this is
one.
like the rifle length stock?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the only difference. And then I run a 14.5 proof barrel. Proof Research sponsors me and Greg Jordan. So we both run little different versions, but basically the same exact rifle.
Right.
Those are the only two differences. I still run full weight carrier, normal gas system or normal buffer system, same adjustable gas block, same comp, all that stuff. Accuracy, believe this or not, yesterday with my 14.5 that had 20,000 through it, we were shooting a 20-inch by 40-inch gong at 20 inches wide, 40 inches tall at media day at 1,000 yards with a 1-6, 14.5-inch shot-to-heck gun. We were grouping over and over and over, mag for mag for mag for mag for mag for mag.
No kidding.
I found that new PST has a lot more hashes than the JM model Razor does. So it's got a 900-yard hold, which is, I don't know why you have it, but it's awesome and I love it. We put that hold right over the target every time, and we would hit. I blew Matt's mind. Matt shot it, and he's just like, this is a 14.5-inch 223 with a 1-6. He's like, what is?
At 1,000 yards, it's crazy.
What is this? How? But and winds 20 mile an hour. I mean, it was just awesome. And this gun, the 13-inch itself, is just as accurate as my proof rifle. Don't get me wrong, proof rifle is amazing. And I love it more than yesterday. Just kind of proved all that for me in 50,000 different ways. But this rifle, when I shot it as my main rifle, I would group sub 5 inches at 500 yards. The little 6-inch hanging gongs, I would hit 10 for 10. So it's an unbelievable rifle.
It's crazy out of a 14-inch barrel, 13.5-inch barrel.
Well, in all honesty, what people don't understand between long barrels, like they think accuracy comes from it. Well, it doesn't. It's velocity.
Right? Yeah.
Accuracy, if you think about it, that bullet has to stay in the barrel longer. So if there's any imperfections in that barrel whatsoever, that barrel has to be absolutely perfect the longer it is for the distance the bullet has to go through it.
Right.
That's why, I mean, if you take out some like 11-inch ARs and stuff like that, they'll group like this, but they have no velocity, so that's why they drop off the face of the earth at 200 yards or whatever.
Right.
But the 13-inch, it's phenomenal.
What kind of ammo were you shooting at?
Nexus 77 grain.
Okay.
Nexus is part of Strategic Arms Corp, which is who shoot for, which is Surgeon Rifle, Macmillan, AWC suppressors, Armalite, Nexus. Their 77 grain, the way they load ammunition is pretty high tech. I can't get into specifics, but it is without a doubt the most consistent way of loading possible. And we have like a standard deviation of like 6, which to people that load and stuff like that, it's like, wow, are you serious? And this stuff is phenomenal and is really well priced for 223. It's like $22 a box or something like that. So I mean, for long range ammo, and having something better than anything else out there, I mean, it's
and amazing. Jeremy's told me a little bit about the loading process of that. So I'll go ahead and add that in at the end, and then it'll make it sure that you didn't say it was me.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Either way, but yeah, it's. In my honest opinion, there's not a better rifle out there and a better combination.
So I got a question for you, Hunter.
What's up, buddy?
You shoot a proof barrel.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't have a proof barrel.
You're correct.
Why can't I get, like, the Hunter model? And plus, yours has, like, all the gold inlay and everything.
Yeah. The gold stuff was snazzy. I decided to last year get a little wild and stand out a little bit with a nice gold and black shotgun. So I wanted a gold and black rifle because I got a gold and black pistol. I mean, I had all the gold and black stuff. This year,
you've always been fashionable.
I was definitely fashionable. I had long flowing hair, all that good stuff. And I cut it all off, and and I want to be professional. So I'm gonna end up sticking with the stock colors this year. But at NRA show, like we said earlier, there's a possibility. Can't say 100%, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have a pretty awesome new line of 3-gun rifles coming out. It's going to be a limited amount. We're going to have a Greg Jordan edition, and we're going to have a Nubs edition. They're basically going to be exact replicas of what me and Greg shoot, as far as the stock, trigger, pistol grip, type of handguard, length of barrel, all that stuff, barrel type, is going to be exact replicas of our guns, and going to be pretty slick little selections. It's going to be like 25 of each, I believe, and that should be around NRA show. So
sweet. Well, we'll look forward to that. So yours is going to have the carbine length stock.
Yep.
14.5 inch.
Yep. 14.5
inch proof barrel. Still the same Armalite compensator.
Yep. Same
wrapped
everything besides barrel.
I love this charging
stock.
handle, by the way. Get a shot of that.
Oh,
Wade.
yeah. That's
got
snazzy.
The lion on there and everything. That was creepy, but thank you for that.
It's all right. It's all right.
Well, Nubs, man, it's cool that you're sticking with Armalite for a couple of years here, and you're getting your stuff dialed in and everything.
Yes,
and
sir.
We're going to be seeing some cool models coming out for you. What are you looking forward to most in the 2017 season?
2017 is going to be pretty sweet because I'm doing more than just 3-gun. Last year I did nothing but 3-gun matches, and you start to get burnout when, like we talked about earlier, when stuff keeps breaking and going bad, and you just kind of want to drop everything and run. So this year the new PRS gas gun series is coming out, so pretty excited about getting into that, especially yesterday when I was shooting 1,000 yards with a 1-6. I was like, ooh, if I get zoom, I'm going to shoot like 15 miles. So that's going to be coming out, and I'm getting an 18-inch proof gun built for the PRS series. Throw a nice big old Vortex Optic on there. Probably going to do a little bit of the bolt gun PRS series. Got a special little gun I'm thinking about getting built here soon for that. Gonna do some random other matches, like maybe some PCC stuff or some pistol stuff, just to do it. And then of course it's gonna be a bunch of 3-gun. Got a schedule that's pretty full. We'll also probably be going to Russia to shoot the World IPSC rifle match.
Oh, no kidding.
So that's gonna be pretty sweet as well. Be taking a line down there to Russia and see how it hangs with the big boys.
That should be exciting.
So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season this year. I'm gonna be working pretty hard. I've got goals that I want to set as far as amount of practice I want to do each week or each day, and where I want to be towards the middle of the year, where I want to be at the end of the year as far as like placement and how I'm doing matches and compared to whoever, whatever. So if I can start hitting those goals this year, last year I kind of slacked around a little bit. The lower body was hurting pretty bad from arthritis, whatever. So got a cortisone shot. And ready to rock and roll now, so I can walk again, run again, be a whole lot more competitive, I feel like. So it's going to be a pretty awesome year, man. I'm excited.
Good, man. So, well, I'm happy for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the range again.
Yes,
and, of course, we're going to be keeping up with you on social media and stuff like that. So if you want to give the audience your Instagram and Facebook
Yep.
Where can they find you?
Instagram is at No Handed Shooter. Facebook is Hunter aka Nubs, the No Handed Shooter. It's like 50 miles long. I can't change it because I misspelled my name the first time, believe it or not, and then I changed it and it was too long. So just type in No Handed Shooter on Facebook. I should pop up on there somewhere, and then any other ways to find me, I'm be at the range or whatever. Dave can contact with him.
Yeah, we'll get you his personal phone number too. So
yes, sir.
Hunter, thank you for your time, man. Thanks for talking to us about the Armalite rifles, and
No
dude,
problem,
looking forward
buddy.
to seeing you on the range again this year.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Hey, before you take off, check out the show notes at 3gunshow.com/episode 125 for info on the book club and links to things that we discussed in the podcast. Now, I mentioned earlier that this episode is brought to you by Armalite, which is kind of funny because we featured Hunter, but we recorded this way back in January. So Armalite likes what I'm doing over here at the 3-Gun Show, and they like how connected and interactive you are as listeners. So they have chosen to support the show for the 2017 season, which I'm very grateful for. And as part of that, Jeremy Gresham of SAC and I sat together and tried to figure out how we could make this a win for the audience as well. So they have allowed me to get you special pricing on their line of 3-gun rifles, both the 13.5 inch that Nubs said that he shoots and the 18 inch that Greg shoots, as well as their competition handguards, gas blocks, and tunable muzzle brakes. A few people have already picked up the tunable muzzle brakes, but I do have a couple left. So if you're in the market for a rifle or components to build your own, email me at dave@3gunshow.com and I'll send you the pricing. Thank you so much for downloading, listening, and subscribing to the show. I'm Dave Hartman, and I'll see you on the range.
If you are finished, unload, show clear.